Okay, well, it is now Wednesday, technically Wednesday, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning, July the 31st, 2019. And we've, of course, closed up at the Ohio State Fair in Columbus, Ohio, and now everybody's kind of hanging out at this late-night diner called Late Night Slice. It's a pizza place. But I wanted to take this opportunity to finally get a story from the actual Tim Reed himself. Yeah, every time that I say that I'm working on Tim Reed's crew, this is who I'm talking about. This is Tim Reed here. And feel lucky that you get to hear this story because he hates interviews, and it's taken me a lot of pestering to get to this point. So he does have some great stories, though. So let's start with. Sorry, I'm drinking sodas. Let's start with the one you were telling me about the other day, that it was a couple and they each thought the drawing didn't look like them, but it looked like the other person.
You know, I think it was at this fair. I was drawing a couple, and I think at that time we were sitting them separately. We were drawing them one at a time. No, man, I was probably drawing them together at the same time. But they were really enjoying themselves and having a good time. And I got done with the sketch. And it was just like a colored head and shoulder sketch.
Right.
So I got done with the sketch, and I ripped it off, and I showed it to them, and they're loving it. They're just giggling and laughing, thinking it's the funniest thing on the planet. And
Alright, are you still using those?
so yeah,
Okay.
good. So they're having a good old time, thinking it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I take them to the counter, I sell them a frame, and they started laughing about it, pointing at each other's drawings, and they're like, you know, it looks just like you, but it doesn't look like me. And then the girlfriend would go, you know, I think it looks just like you, but I don't know if it looks like me. And so I frame it up, I give it, and they keep arguing with each other. No, it doesn't look like me. It looks just like you. And she's like, yeah, it looks like me, but it looks like you, but it doesn't look like me. And so they keep holding it in front of them, and they're like talking about how it looks just like their friend, but it doesn't look like them. And as I'm like, okay, and I take the money, I get the change back from them, I hand it to them, and give it to their hands, and they're walking down the midway, and I can hear them still talking about it.
It's like a fade out into the distance.
It looks just
and
like
they're still arguing
it doesn't
about
look like me.
And as legend has it, they're still arguing about that to this day.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised if they came back to the stand and like, yeah, you drew me. Didn't look like me.
Didn't look like me. The other
looked
person
just like
looked just like them. Oh no, it looked like you. It didn't look like me. That's pretty good. So this one happened just a few days ago then?
No, it was actually at this fair.
It was at this fair a couple of years ago, right? Okay.
Here in Ohio.
Yeah. Also, I would like to hear, if you've got time enough for it, I want to hear the story about how you balled up a drawing. This one is famous.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell this one?
It's kind of a negative story, but it's hilarious.
It's a good story.
So, yeah, it was a rainy day at a slow fair, and I'd been sitting around all night, like, waiting for something to happen. So I started doing discount sketches, $5 sketches instead of our normal $15.
Yeah.
So,
as you do.
Yeah, because you gotta get money.
You gotta get some money in the register.
And this lady comes up, and I said, hey, you wanna get the kids sketch? $5?
$5 per person?
She's like, yeah, well, I just said $5.
Oh, okay.
But she goes, $5? And I was like, yeah, $5. She goes, well, what about, can I get this one done? I was like, yeah, can I get this one too? And I'm like, well, it's going to be $5 and then another $5 for the other kids. So
okay, so you explained it clearly.
I did explain it. I always explain it because you want to, when they sit down, I always go over the pricing and how much it's going to be. And so she's like, yeah, draw this one and draw this one. So I started sketching, and she's like, Shatika, come over here. I want to get you in here too. So she brought a third kid over. And I said, it's going to be another $5 for this kid. She goes, yeah. And I had the kids stand there. And so I draw all three kids. I get done with the drawing and I rip it off and I show it to them and they're laughing, they're giggling at it, and I take them up to the counter. I said, okay, it's going to be $15 for the sketch, and it's going to be another $10 for the accessory mat if you want a mat with it. And she's like, oh, I thought it was going to be 15 or $5. I said, no. I said it's $5 per person. And I told you it'd be $15 for all three. She goes, you told me it's going to be $5. And I said, well, you know, it's going to be $15 for this sketch, and it's going to be another $10 if you want the mat. So it's like $25 for all. She goes, you told me it's going to be $5. And it was such a horrible, miserable day that I just looked at.
So you were already pretty raw.
Oh, I was not in a good mood. And I just looked at her. I said,
it was one of those. She said something like, "I see how you people are." That was the thing that set you off.
Yeah, that's what set me off. She goes, "I see how you people are."
Yeah.
And
so basically, she was saying you were a carny that had rigged her up.
And this is the thing. It was a black lady, and she said, "I see how you people are," and I was like, taking offense to it because she's grouping me in with the horrible carny
with the carnies, yeah.
And I just looked at her and I balled it up in a ball and I threw it 15 feet, no rim, into a garbage can. And her friend from outside my room of vision goes, oh, he done balled it up!
He done balled it up!
And then I went, get out of my booth!
And you threw this lady and her three kids out of the... You pretty much banned her from the booth.
I was not happy with that. But yeah, I should have.
Oh,
and then, of course,
goodness.
like later that night, I go back to the trailer where the guys are, and I tell them the story, and everybody's laughing. And so for the next
it wasn't funny when it was going on, though, was it?
For the next 5 years, we're like, oh, he done.
Oh, he done balled it up.
Yeah. That was a funny.
These are the stories, my guy. This is the reason why I collect caricature stories, because of stuff like this. But anyway, okay. So how can people find you online?
If you go to Caricature Inc., INK with a freak.
Yeah, INK is in like the ink that.
Inc.
Yeah, instead of INC, it's INK. Just like the little.
So that's
thing.
on Instagram, Facebook.
Right. And
Twitter.
yeah, and he has connections with the artists that can do commissions for you. He can work out hourly gigs, festivals, things like that. And you specialize mostly around the Central Florida area, right?
Mostly around Central Florida, Tampa, Orlando, Titusville, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do know people all over the country, so don't be afraid to reach out.
And he's one of the best bosses to work for. So if you're a caricature artist out there and you need some work, look him up. He'll find you somewhere. He'll find a place for you to work too. So there you go. Thank you, Tim.